Hello, my fellow chalking friends. Hello, welcome. Welcome. We are going to do some fun chalking tonight. Oh my gosh, wait till you see this project that we're making. It's pretty ambitious, I gotta say, after the day I've had. But you know, did you notice that that's usually the case? I get way ambitious after I've had a crazy day and then I'm like, what was I thinking, right? So give me 1 second, I'm just messing here. There we go. There we go, we're good to go. Hello everybody. So, I need to do something different, right? Every once in a while, you get tired of making the same thing over and over again, right? You want a little variety. You want to go out on a limb, try something new, but you don't want to spend a lot more money because you've already invested a little bit of money. So you want to be able to use what you have to try something totally new. Ha! Enter Chalk Couture, right? Great solution to the problem. Super fantastic. So every once in a while, I make a lot of signs with words. A lot of signs with words. And I love words, obviously. Especially given the rate that I can talk, right? We all know Maria loves words. Maria can talk with nobody. Yeah, there's no shortage of words in Maria's vocabulary. So, I love words. But I don't mind designs either. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to take a word. Don't you love how I'm like building this up to be this great thing? You're going to be so disappointed when I tell you what we're actually doing. Maybe I should stop. We're going to take this lovely word on a plain old everyday whiteboard and we're going to make it pretty. We are not just putting this word on a board. Although, seriously, oops. It wasn't upside down. Seriously, this would be cute, right? This would be adorable on a sign, all by itself. But not tonight, ladies and gentlemen. No. We have got borders coming out to play. So we're going to take this little sign, this little plain, boring white wood sign with a boring white, family is not a boring word ever, because I don't know if you people got a family like my family, but we are not boring. Whew. Yeah. No, we're not boring. So it's not a boring word. But we're going to take this fun little word, this very entertaining word, these people in our lives that enrich it with color, and we're going to add some borders. But I wanted to be economical about it because some of you have these transfers already. Some of you want to purchase some of them, but there's like, okay, one of them is a wedding transfer. Well, if you don't know a ton of people getting married, why would you ever buy this transfer, right? So I'm going to show you how you can take a wedding transfer and use the pieces of it to make something pretty. Or the borders, or the boho flowers. So I'm going to show you 3 different transfers and how you can do this. We're not going to use all 3, but I'm going to show them to you. That is my goal for the evening. See, I said it was going to be ambitious, and after the day I've had, I really should not be being ambitious. But go big or go home, right? So hello, everybody. Thank you for joining our little chalking party. Hello, Miss Nevada Nicole. Hello, Miss Jen. Hello, Miss Dawn. Lisa is here. Linda Squared is here. Hey, Lori Carter. Oh, Lori, you are way too nice to me. I just like to let all my crazy hang out so the whole big wide world can see it. Excuse me. And then it's even worse. I upload it to YouTube to make, the whole world see me. But whatever. So let me show you what we're doing. And I have to tell you, Switcher has done something to me. I don't know how to do my picture-in-picture. It's all gone. Everything is gone. Like, everything. All my little words. Everything is gone. There's no button that I push that tells me to do picture-in-picture. Oh no. This isn't good. Ooh, that's not what we want. We might be in trouble. Well, until I can figure out what Switcher has done to me. Switcher is the app that I use to make the cameras do their thing, but it literally has gotten rid of everything. Okay, well. Okay, go away. Now what did I do? There we go. which picture are you seeing? Oh! I'm sorry. I don't usually have these technical difficulties. But it wants to show, it doesn't want to give you me. I'm hoping in a second here with the delay you're not suddenly going to see all these things that I'm pushing. Because you're going to get like 5 million on me. There we go. We'll try that. Okay, so we just won't put me in the corner. Because my button to put me in the corner is completely gone. I don't know what I have done. But that's gone. All my little banners are gone. Is it just like mine, or did you make your show with words? Or did you make your show with words on the bottom? So I have actual banners, Lori, that I put on and off. They're buttons I push, and they make things go. And then I push another button, and it puts me in the corner. But all those buttons are gone. So we're gonna do it old school. And I don't even think I can go back and forth. Okay, so that's how I go back and forth. Okay, we figured out how I go back and forth. So now you're looking at me. Okay, so, hi, I'm Macon Maria. I'm your Chalk Couture independent designer. I can't even put my pretty little slides up that say what Chalk Couture is, so you're just gonna have to listen to me. Chalk Couture is an amazing company. We make adhesive silkscreen transfers that you can use over and over and over again. The key to them is that they are reusable, and you can use them with all kinds of different mediums. You can use them with our Chalkology paste, which is a semi-permanent hard chalk paste. It is not paint, and it is not chalk, but it works beautifully, and you get clean, crisp designs every time. You can also use it with Couture ink. Couture ink is permanent when heat set, so you can use it on fabrics, anything that you can iron. A pillowcase, a t-shirt, a canvas bag, a tent, a tea towel, anything that you want to put a design on, you can use our ink, iron it, and it will heat set it. You can put in the washing machine. Or you can use it on ceramics. You can use it on a coffee mug, a bowl, a glass, anything that you can put in the oven. So mason jars, stainless steel tumblers, stainless steel water bottles, all those things that you can put in an oven and heat set. You can then heat set the ink, put it in the dishwasher, and it's not going to go anywhere. It is permanent. Turn off closed captioning. Oh my goodness, is closed captioning on? My closed captioning you have to turn off, Jen. You have your own. It's on your phone, not mine. Ooh. Now my phone is gone. Oh my goodness. What did they do to me today? They must have updated something and everything is gone. You know what? We all need a little excitement in our life, right? Where you just... See, didn't I say the other day that I was getting humbled? Yeah, I come down here and I just push the buttons and expect everything to work. And then I came down here tonight and everything is gone. So I guess I can't do that anymore. All right, so we make Couture ink. You can also use it with glass etching cream if you like to etch glass. You can use it with foiling compounds if you like to use like the deco foils. You can use it, I think you can use it with paint, like acrylic paint. I've never used it with acrylic paint, so I can't speak to that. But you can, I mean, they're adhesive silk screens. You can use them with anything that you can smoosh through a screen, and you're not going to ruin them. If you can't ruin them with etching cream, you're not going to... Oh, you were telling Lori. Oh, thank you, Jen. Oh, Lori, you have the closed captioning? Yeah, Lori, that's your own. Sorry. You weren't talking about my cute little banners. You were talking about the fact that you're getting what, isn't it funny, what words Facebook thinks I'm saying versus what I'm actually saying when they automate it? That is always very entertaining. Hello, Miss Maddie. Welcome to our little chalking party. So for those of you who are regular watchers, thank you for coming back. I do a live demonstration video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you are new to our little chalking party, say hi. Let us know where you're from. We are very chit-chatty. Okay, I am very chit-chatty. See, because I talk about you like you're in the room with me, but I do realize that you're not. But I like, you talk to me, so to me you are kind of in the room with me. So feel free to just jump right in our conversation. We are very, very friendly, and we are very welcoming to new people. So say hello and join us. So I talked about Chalk Couture. If you wanted to check out where, oh, I can't put my little banner up. Well, you would go to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria, and you can see all the products that I'm going to use here tonight. All right, so enough of me. Let's get to why you guys are really here. There we go. All right, so I have this plain old white board that I painted with paint. I think I painted this with chalk paint. You do not need to use chalk paint. You can use any paint. It doesn't matter. And I gotta honestly say, I don't prefer chalk paint. I prefer like a white acrylic paint. But I have chalk paint that I'm trying to use up, so that's what I used. So we're gonna put family across the board, but I wanna show you some really fun things that you can do border-wise based on the transfers that you already have. So my number one option lately, and my go-to for a floral banner, is boho flowers. Boho flowers is a retired transfer that came out of the vault at the beginning of May. There were very limited of them available, and I still have one if somebody wants it. It is a big transfer. It's an E-size transfer, and it has all these absolutely stunningly gorgeous flowers and arrows. It's called the boho flowers. We've done some beautiful things with this. It's really a fun one if you're going to use the watercolor technique, because you can watercolor in all these beautiful flowers. So our first option and my kind of go-to option is boho flowers. So we're going to put family on the board, but then we're going to do a little kind of like off the edge. So you're not going to see the whole thing. You're only going to get a portion of the flower on the top with family, and then we're going to mirror it on the bottom, the opposite direction on the bottom. So boho flowers, excuse me, is choice number one. And I know a bunch of you picked this up when it came out of the vault. So I'm just trying to give you some options. The next one, so if you weren't fortunate enough to pick up boho flowers, this one is the wedding one. So this again gives your transfer the option to do a little bit of double duty. It's a wedding transfer, so it's really fun to welcome to the wedding of, and then in this little banner you put the name of the people. But there's some pieces on here that you want to pay attention to. It has a beautiful welcome. You could do, excuse me, I have a tickle. You could just do welcome. And it's kind of a fun font if you wanted to make a welcome sign with it. But this is the piece de resistance on this transfer. Look at this pretty floral banner. So I was thinking we would do it upside down. And you could do the floral, and what we would do is not chalk this particular flower, but bring one of the other flowers down so that it had a few more flowers on it. So again, you can totally get creative with your transfers and totally, you know, do something fun with it. So this is our other option for a floral. Or if you're not into florals, which you know totally are. See, you can't see me, and I'm like, you know me, I'm talking with my hands. Flowers are not me, but there is the really fun floral or border variety pack. So this is a D-size transfer. It has all of these fun borders on it. So if flowers aren't your thing, you have all these options. Like, look at the ruler. If you wanted to make like a growth chart for a kid, this would be so much fun to use this ruler to make a growth chart. It has this really fun little scripty guy, this little line guy. I'm knocking things over, and now I'm freezing. Oh, it's just going to be one of those nights, people. So there's this really fun scallop, and then there is this one, which is just gorgeous, right? So if you're not into flowers, you could totally just do family and this fun border. You can do it on both sides. You can do it on one side. You don't have to do it, you know, you totally are free to do it as you choose to do it. So those are our fun options for kind of taking a word, right? A sign that's just your normal, everyday, average word, and totally zhuzhing it up and making it super cool. Hello, Miss Virginia. Hello, Lay. Hello, Dana. Welcome to our Chalkin' Party. We are taking a fun little word and just giving it a little bit of a zhuzh. The other thing you could do, if you don't want to do a border and you just don't want the word, oh, look, Virginia, I brought it out just for you. Oh, black and white bow. You could do a black and white ribbon across the top And across the bottom, or just one, you could stick some fake flowers on it. Faux, I believe, is the proper word to use. You could take some faux flowers. And you know, you don't have to do buffalo plaid. If you don't want to do buffalo plaid, you could do a different black and white plaid. Because, you know, I have a few black and white plaid options for you. So, just kind of gives you some ideas of different ways that you can take one word and totally make it look different. Lots of different ways so that you're not getting, you know, bored with your transfers. And it's not just, okay, well, I need to make one more sign with a word on it, right? I want to make something a little bit different. So this family is actually from the family transfer. And it has 3 words with it. It has family, love. It's a C size, so it's not super big. It has family, love, and this space right here is peace. And peace is in a block font, but I put it in with my Christmas. We used it at Christmas time a lot for the peace. And I apparently stored it with my Christmas transfers, so I'm going to need to find it. But the word that belongs right here is peace. Jennifer likes the border scallop. I do too, Jennifer, and I think that is the one we're going to use because we've used a lot of florals lately. So this way, you know, let's try something different, right? We haven't used the borders yet, and there's so much fun that we could do with the borders. So I think we're going to do the scallop. Okay, so we're going to do family. Now what I'm doing is I am redoing kind of my gallery wall at home. This is going to take me years because, you know, I work on it in between all the rest of the stuff that we do. So I have this wall. For many of you that have come here for workshops, because I do teach workshops when, you know, we can have people in our homes. I teach workshops right out of my little workshop. And when you come down the stairs to go into the workshop, I have this wall. And on the wall are all of my kids' pictures from when they were like 1 and 2 and 3. And they kind of grow with my kids up until the point that I have all 4 kids. And then those pictures are all upstairs in my house. So if you ever, you know, here, there's a gallery wall upstairs in my house that has all of my kids on every picture. But then I didn't want to get rid of all the cute pictures I had from when, you know, like my oldest was 1. So downstairs I put all of the pictures where they're just until they're all 4. If that makes any sense, because I'm rambling. So I just cut my transfer out. So when you have a transfer like this, I should back up here because we have new people with us this evening. When you have a transfer like this, this is really meant to, it's not one transfer, it's pieces for you to use with different things. So it has these cut lines on them for you to be able to cut them out. So that's what I did. I cut my transfer out. And we're going to put family, or the scallop up here, and then we're going to do family, and then we're going to do the scallop on the bottom. Now, I guess we don't have to do all of them. We could just do this. But I kind of like it framed. I mean, well, it really goes to the edge. My board's too small. You could really frame the entire thing in the border if you really wanted to. You know, again, there's no rhyme or reason to doing this. It's your personal preference and your personal taste, which is the beauty of being creative, right? You get to pick how you do it. So, it won't even, I don't know. I'm going to have to spend some time tonight on Switcher figuring out what the heck I'm doing wrong. So I'm going to take my transfer. Oops. My board has a blemish on it, so I want to put it more over here where I'm hoping this little family swirl is going to go right over my blemish. It's almost like a nail pop, but it would, and I didn't obviously do a very good job of sanding it, or I would have sanded it off. So I'm going to flip my transfer over and I'm going to write family on the back of it. Use the mini scallop with it. Okay, Jennifer, now hang on. Do them together. I mean, we do them close. Nevada Nicole says she would do the top and the bottom. Yeah, you could totally do them together. I do love this little scallop. I love this scallop too. Because you could, I mean, if you wanted to, you know, not have so much on it, let's cut the scallop out so we can play with it a little more. So what you do after you cut your transfers out, hey Lori Baker Lori, hello Miss Claudia, welcome to our Chalk and Party. I have messed up my app that I use to make my videos, and for some reason I don't have all the things that I normally have. So you don't get me in the corner tonight. So Nevada Nicole says do this and do this. So you would kind of be like on top of each other. That's pretty too. Oh, do this one on the bottom and this one. Ooh, okay. See, Nevada Nicole, we knew we liked you. We knew you liked you. We could do that. Do these this way. That's kind of fun. That's where you get a little variety. Because this is kind of a lot if you do it on the top and on the bottom. I mean, this is a big, that's a very, I love the tape measure. Right, Lori? Me too. To say no measurements to family. Yeah, like, don't be measuring me. But yeah, no, this one, it even has, like, the numbers on it, Lori. So you could I mean, the first thing that came to me, because my kids are little, is a growth chart. Because you could take the font numbers that are bigger, and you could go 12, and then 1, and then 12, and then 2, and then a 1 to 12, and then 3, and just kind of make a really fun little growth chart for them. That's what, okay, Jen, I am now with you. I am with you. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. And I got to tell you, well, I think Jen was saying the same thing. Jennifer, I think Jennifer was saying the same thing. Ah, okay. All right, both of you were, see, I need both of you. It takes a village to make Maria, really, at the end of the day. So if those of you who don't know, that's actually why my name is Making Maria. It is not Making Maria because I like to make things. Most people just assume that that's why my name is Making Maria. It is not because I do love to make things, but that's not really why that's my name. Love that. I know, so many options, Lori. So many. And it really gives you a lot of creative freedom. But my name is Making Maria because when I started this little, adventure of Chalk Couture, which truly has been an adventure, especially if you've ever watched any of my first videos, yeah, it really has been an adventure. But at the time in my life, I had been retired, yeah, read it, retired, and home with my kids, and my youngest started school, and I was home for, I don't know, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 even, while he was in school, doing everything at school, volunteering for absolutely positively every committee, everything, just trying to keep myself busy. And I was lonely, very, very lonely. So I decided I needed to do something. I wanted to go get a job, but what I did for a living previously required a great deal of travel, and I wasn't home very much, which is why we decided that I would retire, yeah. I'm not really old enough to retire. But we made the decision that it was best, given what I did for a living, that I would stay home. So, okay, so I take this off, my very first step, because it's super sticky, brand new transfer, and I'm putting it on a painted wood board. So you are most definitely going to fuzz this. Fuzzing, all that means is I'm taking my, don't do that. I'm taking my transfer, and I'm sticking it to a towel that has lint on it, picking up the lint from the towel and making my transfer not as sticky. By doing that, it means my transfer is not going to have to work so hard for me to pull it off. So that's how I found Chalk Couture, and I had to pick a name. Like when you sign up with the company, the very first thing they ask you is, what's the name? Well, you don't have to pick a name, but if you want like your name to be www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. I could have been /Maria Brorman, but that's boring, right? So I went with Making Maria. So I'm lining up my transfer and I'm putting it down so that I make sure that I'm straight, and I'm just gently pushing it down. So I came up with this is a very long story for really a fast story. I became Making Maria because Chalk Couture was about making who I was going to be in the next phase of my life. how, because I was lost. I mean, I was really lost. I was lonely and I was lost because I was home all by myself. I can't believe this is always true confession. See, this is because you can't see me tonight. I can really tell you all my down and dirty secrets because you can't see me. It's always true confessions when Maria hits the live button. I can't believe I'm telling you all this. But anyway, I was really lonely and I really needed people and I really needed something to do to occupy my brain because I worked in a very high stress, very big girl job and I was lonely. So, oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, I love this border. I have wanted to make this border ever since this transfer came out, and look at us go tonight, people. So anyways, that's why I'm making Maria. Not only do I love to make things, but Chalk Couture is making me. And now look at me. 2 years later, almost 2 years later, and I have all of you who come back and watch me every night at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. You come to my house, you do workshops with me, we do virtual workshops, we hang out. I get to think about you guys and what you're making every day. It's like a whole new life. So I'm just very quickly drying my chalk so that I don't smear it as I continue to go. Well, y'all know I love black and white, so of course I was going to do black and white. See, Lori's been in senior care for 20 years. Kids are grown and have their own family. I know. So, my kids are still little. My youngest is just turned 10. And then they go from 10 to 19. So I have, the wide range of kids, but they don't need you like they used to need you. Now all I am, is a taxi service. Well, not anymore. It's been kind of fun to not be a taxi service, but, you're not kissing the boo-boos like you used to do, and they're not snuggling up to you all day. Well, when I first retired, Charlie was still home. So, oh my gosh, Charlie and I, we had so much fun together, the two of us, because I never got to stay home with them. So we had a blast, that little boy and I. But then, again, this is really true confessions. Like, you'd think I'd have gone on a field trip or done it. No, I've never been on a field trip with my kids. I've been on a lot of PTO committees and a lot of fundraising committees, a lot of business type committees because that's what I did for, so that's what I was used to, this hanging out with, little kids. That was really not too much fun to me. Almost, I don't really like other people's kids. I like my own. Although I do have to say, I volunteered for many years in kindergarten, even when my kids weren't in kindergarten anymore. But for all 4 of them, I volunteered in the kindergarten classroom just because if you are ever having a bad day, you just need to go to a kindergarten classroom because those little people are so darn funny. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. You listen. Are we not doing a superb job this evening, people? I love that family. Oh, yes, score us. Good job. So I'm drying this so that I can put our fun little scallop on the bottom. And it did hide my little blemish, which is what I was hoping it would do. And just like that, my chalk paste is dry. Just like that. It's that easy. Now, you don't have to do black and white. We have several different colors that you can pick from. So, this is a clean, classic, simple sign that I'm going to put on a specific place. So, scallop skinny. We're going to put on this one. I write the name of the transfer on the back of the backer sheet so that I know which side is the back, because when I go to store my transfer, one side is shiny, one side is flat, and the shiny side is the correct side to put it back on, because you can reuse this over and over and over and over and over again. I agree, Nevada Nicole. We are outdoing ourselves this evening. This looks amazing. So I'm going to line it up carefully, pushing it down because it has all, see all that little teal part? All of that is going to give us our amazing crispness and detail. That's what we're looking for. Now do not do what I am doing. Notice how I'm doing this over my project with my chalk paste. Don't do that. Because if your chalk paste blops down on your project, that's never good. I've had that happen. You'd think I'd learn, but I don't. Especially when I'm live. That's usually when I make my biggest mistakes. It's always that don't do as I do, do as I say. What is that? Do as I say, not as I do. Is that the expression? Carefully remove my transfer. Stick this, oh, you can't see it. I'm sticking it up like you can see me, like I do every single night. Take this, put it in my water bath. I rinse it with cold water. Rinse it with cold water to get the chalk paste off of it. Then you let it dry, put it back on that backer sheet. That's how you store it so you can reuse it over and over again. This is our very fun sign. Nevada Nicole and Miss Jen, this was a fantastic idea to use the two scallops together. I would not have thought of that on my own because I'm really not that smart. You guys are. So thank you so much. This is really pretty. Now we could always throw a black and white ribbon on here too somewhere if we wanted to, but I'm going to refrain. Definitely not a bow, because I'm not a bow person. But this is really pretty. I'm glad we didn't do the flowers, because this is more me. This is really pretty. So that's how you can take a one-word transfer and totally make it something different. It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be plain. You can totally get creative. We should play a drinking game. How many times Maria says totally? But not, I mean, you could do an alcohol drink if you wanted to, but you wouldn't have to. You could totally do just a sip of water or, you know, a juice or something. It wouldn't have to be. Could be, but it wouldn't have to be. But I'm rambling again. You know what happens when I start to ramble? When I start to ramble, it's time for me to hit the end button. That. Hang on. Kathy K says, so pretty and simple. Thank you, Miss Kathy K. I loved your pictures of 8th grade graduation. Those were so pretty. She's such a beautiful young girl. Hello, Verge. Verge is saying that would have much, Maria. What do you mean, Verge? Spell check got you, Verge. What do you've been a victim, Verge, of spell check. I love it too. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Nicole, for the amazing idea. Wash your squeegees off right away when they're wet because, again, chalk paste dries hard. So, if my hand wasn't wet, let me wash all this chalk paste off my hand. I'll show you for our new viewers this evening. Oh, a bow. It would be a little much, but chalk paste dries hard. It's not going to go anywhere. I mean, so I am rubbing it hard. It doesn't go anywhere once it's dry. It's not paint. It's not kid chalk. It's a chalk paste that's semi-permanent, meaning if I made this on a chalkboard, I could wash it off, which is the original premise behind the company, right? That I would have one really, really nice chalkboard that I would change seasonally. And my transfers were reusable, so I could buy seasonal items and every year just change over the same chalkboard. That's the original premise behind the use of these amazing transfers, but then we amazing people got a hold of them, right? And we came up with all these other things to do with them. So this is our beautiful, fun little family sign. Thank you for being my chalk family. Thank you for helping in the making of Maria. I very, very much appreciate all of you and the fact that you come back here every night and watch me and talk to me and hang out with me because this is my therapy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you have an amazing Friday. I make a live demo video every night of the week with the exception of Saturdays. I don't do it on Saturday nights. So come back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. We will make something else beautiful and wonderful together. I did not get my Club Couture transfer, so that's why we made this tonight. I would have thought it was going to come in the mail today, but I know the mail's really behind. So maybe tomorrow we'll make our Club Couture transfer. If we don't make the Club Couture transfer tomorrow, we are planting a garden, I believe, which is a huge transfer. That's an E size, which is our biggest transfer. It's 18 by 24, and it says to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. It is a gorgeous transfer. Oh my goodness, it is a gorgeous transfer. It's big. but it's beautiful. And you can do it, we've done it in black and white, we've done it in colors, we've painted on. We've done some beautiful things with that. Aw, thanks, Lori. All right, that's all I got for you. Have a lovely Friday. I'll be back at you tomorrow night. Oh, here, wait. Oh, nope, that doesn't do it. Have a good night. I will see you again, and hopefully by then I'll have figured out why I'm not in the corner anymore. Have a good one. See ya.